Before we jump in, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Okay, here we go. Has the United States ever been a racist country? This question, seemingly straightforward, has been the subject of heated debate. The latest to wade into these choppy waters is none other than Nikki Haley, a woman of color and a Republican presidential candidate. She recently made headlines with her controversial assertion that the US has never been a racist country. Now, Nikki Haley is no stranger to political controversy. She's been in the thick of it, whether it's her time as governor of South Carolina or her stint as the US ambassador to the United Nations. Haley has been hailed as a rising star in the Republican Party, known for her sharp wit and even sharper political instincts. But this statement has ruffled more than a few feathers. It sparked a flurry of discussions and debates, some lauding her for standing her ground, others questioning her understanding of the country's history. This isn't the first time that Haley's views on race have been scrutinized. She's been criticized in the past for avoiding discussions about race, even omitting mention of slavery when asked about the cause of the Civil War. So why would Haley say something as divisive as this? Let's delve deeper. To understand Haley's statement, we need to examine the history of racism in the United States. Let's take a step back into the past. The United States, a country built on the foundation of freedom and equality, has paradoxically been a stage for racial injustice from its very inception. Slavery, a dark chapter of American history, was a system where African Americans were treated as property. It was a blatant manifestation of racism, and its impacts echo to this day. Then came the era of segregation, identified by the infamous phrase "separate but equal." This was a time when racism was institutionalized, with African Americans systematically deprived of equal rights and opportunities. Despite the abolition of slavery, racism persisted, merely changing its form. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, the civil rights movement emerged, a powerful testament to resilience and the fight for equality. This movement brought about significant progress, leading to legislative changes that outlawed racial discrimination. However, despite these advances, systemic racism continues to exist. So considering this rich tapestry of struggle and progress, can we really say the US has never been a racist country? So why would Nikki Haley, a woman of color, assert that the US has never been a racist country? Well, let's dive into the murky waters of politics. You see, in the world of political maneuvering, statements often serve dual purposes. They convey a message and they paint a narrative. Haley's assertion could be an attempt to appeal to the Republican base, known for its conservative views on race and immigration. By declaring that the US has never been a racist country, Haley positions herself firmly within this base, appealing to those who reject notions of systemic racism. But there's more. Haley's statement differentiates her from other candidates, creating a unique identity in a crowded field. It's a bold statement, one that sets her apart and forces us to pay attention. Then there's the elephant in the room, the perception of the Republican Party as anti-immigrant. By denying racism, Haley might be trying to obscure this perception to paint a more inclusive image of the party. It's a clever move, if a little controversial. But remember, politics is a game of perception, a game of narratives. And Haley, it seems, is playing her cards strategically. In the end, Haley's statement appears less about historical accuracy and more about political strategy. What do you think?